Hey guys, today we're going to set up a deer camera and scout the back of our property, see what's hanging out back there. Y'all come join us. The camera we are using today is a Wise Eye. It's kind of a little bit of a pricey camera, but totally worth it. Pretty cheap. I'm the oldest one, and I'm having to do all this. What you talking about? Talking about Willis? This is where we stop. Sweet game treats, what we're using today. Deer trail has been a little bit destroyed from Hurricane Francine. I wish I'd brought a bush knife already. Killed 2 deer, 8 years old back here then, and now I could say I probably killed about 35, 40 back here. Biggest one probably being, I don't know, 96 point. No, I killed a 7 back here one time, smaller 7. But I have seen plenty on camera and plenty running from dogs and all. I'm talking 130s, you know, which is pretty decent for around here. People have killed 160s though, down the road, across the road, 140s, 150s, 150-inch deer, which is how they score the deer, you know, the horns and all. That's how they score them. It's the amount of actual bone on their head. Pope and Young is anything scored shot with a bow. Boone and Crockett is scored anything shot with a rifle, just in case you didn't know. And then you're all around gross score is just the amount of actual bone measured from the bottom to the middle to the tines, everything. We gotta find us a good spot. Enough jibber jabber, right? That is the deer trail, ladies and gentlemen. Right here. You see that going down through there? That, my friends, it's a deer trail. They love to walk fence lines, right? Fence lines. And look, as I'm sitting here talking this deer trail, let's check out this hooking I just found. Look, there's a buck in here. Yeah, you see that? Let's go check it out. This is a deer trail. So after we put up our camera, it might take a night or two for the big boys to come back through. Let's see. Yeah, no, it is. I thought it was just an old broken limb for a minute, but that is actual hooking. What it is a rotten limb, believe it or not. Yeah, look at this thing out here. Look, this is a rotten limb that fell off to the ground, right? But old boy decided to use it to hook and knock the velvet off his horns. You don't see that very often. Usually it's a firm tree in the ground, you know, in the ground. But no, he used it straight up and shaved that velvet off his horns. That's crazy. Nice. It's a good deer. There's probably plenty more of that around here. But we just walked up into their home. I like hunting the edges of thickets. Alright, I don't like hunting the big, wide open, beautiful green food plots and all that. Because around here, to kill these deer, you gotta be slick. You don't want to scare them out of their thicket, but you want to hunt the edge of their thicket. Make big boy feel comfortable to come out in daylight hours, which is very hard to do. So I don't cut too much. Put a little corn, get a nice couple shooting lanes, and that's it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. And then get up in a tree. Right there. I like to hunt higher than that usually. But that right there, that's a 15-foot, no, I'm sorry, that's a 17-foot double Muddy Buddy. That thing I put up by myself, it was insanely hard to put together, but even way harder to put up by yourself. It almost killed my back and broke my back down. Wasn't easy. We're gonna put it up right on this deer trail. Perfect. That corn will be right up in here. We're gonna put our camera where we can get any activity on this trail and then come into the corn pile, which would be, I'm gonna make this easier. I'm not gonna use the same.
This one screws to screw it out.
Oh yes, that is from the solar panel. Last year, something from the same camera. The same trail cam. It got left on here because Phil didn't have a Phillips wrench to take it out. This is for the solar panel itself. But we're not using that no more because it ain't no more good. The squirrels knocked the cable out of it that charges the battery from the solar panel to the camera. Squirrels knocked it out. And now, well, it got full of water. It got spun upside down. It just ain't worth it. We're gonna go with a 12-volt battery. Get a deer feeder battery, some gator clamps. You put it together, wire it up to your old solar panel. We'll do a video on it, show you what I'm talking about. You never got to worry about double A's and all that junk again. You just go ahead and put you a 12-volt battery in that sucker. Put it in the ammo box, and my brother does. The top over it, put it on the ground, let it rock and roll. Hey, Phil, you want to get up there real quick? You can get up in that tree stand and take a look. And I'll set this up. Hurricane blew all kinds of stuff around. I'm actually gonna climb it first just to make sure. Just pull it backwards, pick it up, pull it backwards off the ground. There you go. Oh my God. Look at that, y'all. Bradley just found a deer skull. See? Coyotes done got one of our bucks back here. Look at that. Coyotes done got one of our deer. Dang, man. That was a pretty little buck, too. I guess coyotes got him. We never shot at anything back here this year unless somebody on the hunting club nearby shot and killed him and he, was wounded and died here. That's a possibility. There you go. It's another one put at the house. Pretty little buck. Right there under our stand. Well, okay. Let me go ahead and set this up. We do have ball games to get to. Phil's got a basketball game this evening. I'll go ahead and show y'all how I set these cameras up. I'm sure y'all done it before. Y'all hunt. If not, might find it interesting. Right now, I'm just running double A's on it because I don't have my setup yet with my gator clamps. And I don't have my battery yet. I have all that. I'm charging it at the house, but it's not that far away. It ought to run a few nights. We can see what we got back here. See what kind of deer we got. We already know we got bucks. Just want to see how big. Get some film from the camera for y'all to check it out. We're gonna get us one this year. Got faith. Usually I like to put my camera facing towards my tree stand in a way. That way, if it's close to dark or early in the morning and you see that infrared light go off, you know that there's something out in front of that camera. Be ready for when daylight gets there in the morning. You know something's out there. But in this case, this deer trail is just too perfect. And if somebody comes from a hunting club to mess with our camera, I don't want them slipping up behind it and unplugging, undoing anything. Even though you can track these cameras now. So. Okay. I'll take camera off.
Make sure you don't shoot the camera up there. There's a deer right here.
Yeah, we ain't gonna leave it here. It's just gonna be for now to see what we got back here. Don't do it to me. Don't do it. There's a lot of money in my hand right here. Take it. Stab it. I like to put mine up off the ground. Yeah. Up off the ground. And it ain't going back down. If y'all just want to see actual pure action, nothing but killing deer or catching fish, and this ain't quite your thing, I'm gonna leave a link in the description down below for y'all to check out on some of our other videos, and y'all check out our playlist on our channels. We got them split up between hunting, fishing, camping, and cooking. I think y'all like it. Okay, there. All right, now loosen it. Come down to something like that right there. And take the camera, screw it on there. I love these little, I mean, this was kind of expensive. I think it was like $25 or something. But it's totally worth it. Wipe off my camera, man. Screw my antenna back on. They do make these with dual antennas. Get even more cell service. I'm using Verizon on this one. You set it up through your app on your phone. But it's pretty awesome. It can detect humans, whatever you want it to, from black bear, hog, raccoons. It does have a little bit of problem detecting between a raccoon and a hog, or a black bear and a hog, apparently. We ain't got many black bears around here anyhow. Okay. Another thing y'all do not want is you don't want a bunch of this right here. Every time the wind blows, it makes your camera go off. You still want to be able to set your camera to a fairly high sensitivity, right? You don't want to miss big boy coming through in the background, but you also don't want to have 100 pictures a day going off, wasting all your data time with a bunch of waving and moving around. So I'm gonna knock down what I can. Another little tip, if you do have a bush knife and you are cutting shooting lanes, always cut. All right, you don't say the trees here, the deer come from this way, and the trees right here, like this. For example, say I want to cut that tree out of my way. I don't want to cut it here. That leaves the white exposing part of the tree, right? Where you just cut, it's facing towards the deer. The deer can notice it. This is their home, their territory. They will notice that. They notice something ain't right. Cut this direction. That way the white part of the sticks and limbs that you cut out of your shooting lane are facing towards you, not where the deer are coming from. It's less noticeable for the deer when they're coming in. It doesn't look like something's been totally just messed up in their house. You think about it, when somebody comes in your house, you can almost sense it. We're in their house now. They know we're here. They might not see us, they might not even smell us, but they know something ain't right. That's why if you got one antsy and you want some backstrap, you better let that arrow fly, or bullet fly, because they about to take off. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like we got a big 4K. Right here in my hand, right? Especially if I'm putting feed out while I'm hunting, right here. I've done that before. It's like LeBron James, you know. I've done that before. When I had never baited area, just put up a stand, had all my scent out, put the corn out. Okay, I put it out at 2:30 in the day, threw it out, and a doe came out that evening, and I killed her. She smelled that sweet treat in the air. All right, we got full AA battery. Searching for signal now. The app is on the phone we're filming with, so I'll show y'all later how the app works. If y'all want to know, please do comment down below and ask any questions. Or if you have any ideas or you didn't like the way something was done, comment. Let me hear it. I'll hear you out. Okay, look. We have signal. We have battery. We got plenty of space. We got 16,305 photos available. We've only used 2,591. I've already went through all my settings. I got 1 minute in between pictures. Sensitivity is at a medium. That way it's not going off too much, but it's plenty enough. And then I got the furthest distance capture mode. It'll capture the furthest distance away. And I can change it in the app if I want to use video. For now, we're just going to do photo to see what's walking around back here. So now we're going to hit to on. It's going to go through its little 30, I believe it's a 30-second delay, and then it'll start taking pictures. Right. Usually I like to look at them on my phone to see how they look before I walk away from the camera. I'm gonna back up. Pick up anything walking through here. You know what I'm saying? He's out there like that right there. He's just walking through here. That's perfect. You know what I mean? Bam. Get up there and look. Get you a field, wherever I can see, and dump it out. Okay. I don't recommend filming like this. Okay? Just doing what I gotta do. Spider webs. Look for wasp nests. I like to shake back and forth. Sorry about that. Shake back and forth. Look, it's done grown into the tree. It's done grown around. You ever hear that sound in the woods, you know that that's either a hog or a deer done messed up and stepped on a whole rotten limb. The deer know we're here. It's gonna take a while before they're comfortable. Look at that. It's growing in there. Watch your eyes down there. Let's see here. Okay. Say if I'm sitting on the right part, I need to get some burlap for the stand. It's just too open. The stand is too open. Okay. See, I do not like being this low to the ground, that close to my corn, or my bait, or my trail. If I'm gonna be this close, then I wanna be 100% higher than this. Like, I wanna be at least 20 foot up. There. That's a good shooting lane down through there, or back over there. It's fine. It's just I'm hitting any of them limbs in front of you. Arrow would hit right there on those limbs. But yeah, go ahead and dump it out. Go ahead and dump it out against the fence line or right where you're at, about 2 feet behind you. No, right there. There you go. Yeah. That corner. Yeah, so many trees have been knocked down around here. In this situation, I'd probably take this here, put it over my head. And then put my phone in this little attachment I got with my magnet case. I'd probably put it right here to my phone, sorry about that. And let it bang right there. And then come here and wrap it around like that. Or I'll put it like this for like a B-roll. Shoot some B-roll film here just to get me. And then I use another phone or another camera to get the deer. Like that. I can turn it if needed. Or I can unwrap it off of here. Unwrap that off of here. And flip it around. And I'll hop to this side if I'm hunting by myself. Hop to the left side. Put it over here. Like so. Be here. Phone, I could tilt it down and up like this. And it'd be a view about like this, y'all. So put out the corn over here. We'll knock a few of them branches off so I can shoot over them. Most likely, if I'm hunting with a compound bow out of this stand, I'm gonna have to get up like this. I've killed a 5-point out of this stand with a crossbow. Okay, guys. So, like I said, if you can find a big tree that's pretty wide, it's nice because it's hard for a deer to see your silhouette. So, I'm running out of storage on my phone. I have to delete constantly. Don't have my hard drive with me so I can move videos over. Y'all forgive me, just straight being raw, like straight up content here. But I'm gonna get down out of this tree stand safely as possible. And we are going to head on back to the house. We've got what we need to set out, and I will be showing y'all soon what we have found back here. Our big deer. What happened to the skull? What happened to the deer skull? Who's responsible?
Pardon me?
Who's responsible for breaking the skull? Did y'all see it in film? We shall see. Did y'all see it in the film? Somebody stepped on the skull. Somebody stepped on the daggum skull. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We're going to bring it home to Jolene, let her chew on it, and think that she's a bad to the bone beagle. Bad to the bone beagle. And that she killed her deer. Or we'll use it for baby rattling horns. Call it baby 6 points with it. All right, y'all. So we got her done there. We are going to be showing y'all whatever the heck's hooking that tree. I got some big deer back here. So y'all stay tuned. We heading back to the house. We are back home now. See, it ain't that far back here. What you say, Jolene? What you say, baby girl? What you say, baby girl? Say, I can tell y'all this, guys. I hope y'all like the channel because we got a bunch of good stuff coming up. And if y'all want to see some cool stuff, you know, my dad here, he's like super cool guy, and y'all should subscribe to Blessed Bloodline, okay? Know what I'm saying? Or just subscribe for Jolene, the beagle, the handsome beagle. And then we got old Teddy over here, and then we got Rufus, old Root. He's been around a while. Been around about 13, 14 years now, huh, Root? We actually picked him up from the gas station where I met my wife. Somebody dropped him off, and we rescued him from the gas station there, and he's been here ever since.